Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Game of Thrones. Last time on Game of Thrones, we had the old gods and the new, where we started off with Theon taking Winterfell. We moved on to other stuff. Robb is pissed about Theon, as we all are. There was a riot at King's Landing, and Sansa almost got raped. Luckily, the Hound was there to save her. And we are getting more and more of Joffrey being a vicious idiot, as Therrien called him. We got some stuff with Jon Snow meeting this girl whose name I don't remember, but it's something like... I don't know. Something I don't think I'd be able to pronounce immediately. Yeah, so he's kind of away from his group, and yeah, we got a bit with Arya and Tywin, some interesting stuff, learning about Tywin's father a little bit, and I guess that's kind of it. At least that's everything I wrote down in my notes, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, so that's basically that. And, yeah, no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. Let's stick to this episode and previous episodes of both, of Game of Thrones that I've reacted to. I almost said both because normally when I say, and no spoilers, it's because I'm thinking of Torchwood and Doctor Who and how those go together, so, yeah. No spoilers for Game of Thrones, and I guess I could try to say, like, while it's perfectly fine to talk about the books in the comments, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, because I'm not trying to say, like, no spoilers for the books or something, but I don't know. If I have a question or a theory, don't, like, rely on the books to give me an answer or something. Does that make any sense? Maybe. Because I've seen a lot of people talk about, like, character motivations and stuff from the books that aren't really spelled out here in the show. So, yeah. That's basically that. Well, let's try to stick to the show. Maybe someday I'd read the books. But yeah, unless it's... I don't know. Unless it's in both the books and the show, I don't know, maybe just don't solely rely on the books. You can talk about the books, just don't solely rely on the books. That is that. That is my weird explanation for that. Let's get right into this episode. Here we go. Oh yeah, she's gone. Oh, I forgot about that. That's awesome.
Cripple. Along with the wildling woman. The one you were fucking.
Oh my gosh. Right there. Ooh. And right back at him. Ooh! Alright, alright.
It's all just a game.
It's not a game, douchebag. I mean, I guess technically it's the Game of Thrones. Well, don't I look like a horse's patoot?
Did you pull a knife on me in the night?
Oh my. Oh. Caught up in your erection.
So the lads just do it with each other?
No.
Never?
Never.
Never.
We swore an oath.
It sucks.
And you have sheep at the wall?
It's probably not a good idea, too.
You hungry?
No.
Of course you are. Eat. This will be my last war. Win or lose.
Yeah, probably.
Have you ever lost before?
You're getting old.
Do you think I'd be in my position if I'd lost a war?
It's a good point.
Are most girls more interested in the pretty maidens from the songs? Jonquil, flowers in her hair.
Most girls are idiots.
You remind me of my daughter.
Yeah.
You're too smart for your own good. Has anyone told you that?
Yes.
Go on.
God, those scenes get more and more tense. Oh, I'm sure this is gonna be good.
Pardon, sir.
I cannot let this thing happen to you under my roof.
But it did happen under your roof.
Yeah.
Khaleesi, many times in my life, I have
I
been...
don't care where you've been.
Yeah. You keep saying that, so.
I could teach you how to do it.
I know how to do it.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Oh my gosh! Finally! Yes! Yes! Woo! Oh my gosh! We finally got the meme of the century. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, full length. I had to do that. I had to do this. Oh. Yes! You know nothing, Jon Snow. I've been waiting for this ever since I started this show. I've been waiting for this. Okay. And we're back. Again, sorry, full length.
If every man were held accountable for the actions of every distant relative, Sir Alton, we'd all hang.
Yeah.
She tore the paper in half, Your Grace.
Oh my gosh.
You've acted with honor.
Are we talking?
Thank you for it.
We're talking about Cersei, aren't
Lord
we?
Karstark, see that Sir Alton's pen is clean.
Oh hey, Jorah. Where have you been?
He came back.
As soon as I heard. Do you know anything?
God, he looks tired.
Arya is dead. And it's you I should trust, Sir Jorah. Only you. I don't need trust any longer.
She is at her
I
wit's
don't
end
want
about
it,
everything.
I don't have room for it.
That's enough.
Oh, it's nice. Wet. Warm.
Enough.
You're trying to be sexy under all
Don't
that warm padding? I don't know, man. Ah, crap. And now there's a bunch of them.
No. Oh no.
Oh no.
Give me that. If the Queen sees, I can have Joffrey's children now. Help me flip it over.
Yeah. I like how determined she is about that. Kill her.
Do you understand?
Nice. And that's why Tyrion put her with Sansa. Ah, dicks.
A prospect that once delighted you, bringing little princes and princesses into the world.
Yeah.
The greatest honor.
Remember back in season 1 when she was all happy about that?
But you will love his children.
I love His Grace with all my heart.
Well,
That's so very touching to hear.
you love him about as much as she loves
Permit me to share
Robert.
some womanly wisdom with you on this very special day. Love no one but your children. On that front, a mother has no choice.
And yeah, that's
Shouldn't I love Joffrey, Your Grace?
no, fuck him.
Well, perhaps she's gotten a little larger than she...
No. There's only one fat Lannister. She was your mother, you'd know it.
Yeah.
I squired for you once, you know?
He doesn't even know who his own cousin is.
When?
Freaking Jaime.
It wasn't possible until now.
No,
What is
there's
it?
two of them.
You'll have to die.
Yeah. Oh, man. Man, poor that guy.
I will take you to the House of the Undying, where I have put them.
You took them.
You have my dragons.
I will open path to the world.
Oh.
As I have forced it to open itself to me.
He's the king of Karth.
Ambition is an inspiration, and they will thrive by her side.
Okay.
Forever.
Oh! That's a little off-putting. Ugh. How many of him are there?
The dragons wait for you in the House of the Undying.
Thane?
Come see them.
Let's just go. God. That should... What? Okay.
Lady Stark. No fault.
They caught him? Way to blow it, Jamie.
If we can't control him...
Do you think I haven't tried?
Yeah.
He doesn't listen to me.
He doesn't listen to anyone.
It's hard to put a leash
He's
on
the king.
A dog.
The boy's more Robert than Jamie.
Robert was a drunken fool, but he didn't enjoy cruelty.
Yeah. Well...
Sometimes I wonder.
Meh. 50-50. Not as much as Joffrey.
If this is the price. For what we've done. For our sins. What's the saying? Every time a Targaryen is born, the gods flip a coin.
Wow.
You've beaten the odds. Tommen and Marcella are good, decent children, both of them.
But they're not the king. Joffrey's the king, and that's the problem. Wow, an actual touching scene between the two of them.
You have forsaken every vow you ever took.
So many vows. They make you swear and swear. I've never been with any woman but Cersei. So in my own way, I have more honor than poor old dead Ned.
Ooh.
What's the name of that bastard he fathered? How could you not hate him? The walking, talking reminder that the honorable Lord
Is he just trying to get himself killed?
Fucked another woman.
What are you doing? What have you done? You still question whether your
No.
Lord means what he says.
You son of a bitch. What? Whoa, hold on, What? Wait. Huh? What? Did he actually find them? Did he find them off screen, kill them, burn them, and hang them? What? No. That's gotta be a trick, right? Right? He's gotta be like pulling their chains. You know? There's no way he found them off screen. There's no way he did that off screen. and killed them without an actual death scene for Bran or Hodor or the foreign girl whose name I'm never going to figure out. Or the wildling, I guess. No. He's got to be tricking them, right? To show up, he's screwing with them. He's screwing with them because he couldn't do that. He couldn't find them. Or am I just in denial? I mean, denial's not just a river in Africa. That has to be a trick. He had to have faked those, right? Okay. Hold up. Hold on. Last time we saw Theon, he was at that one farm where they said that's the place where Bran sent the 2 orphan boys. So those are the 2 orphan boys. That's not them. He's faking it. He's screwing with them to show power. He hasn't found them. He hasn't found them. Don't. Nice try, show. He hasn't found them. Watch next episode. It's going to be like, yep, that actually was Brandon Rickon. And I'm going to sit here like a fool. A fool. Okay. Note time. Celibacy and the Night's Watch. Dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. I feel like anything with celibacy is stupid. Like, that should not be a thing because, like, it's an urge. It's a part of, it's human nature, basically. It's a thing. It's human nature, and to expect all these people at the Night's Watch to just never have sex ever again, that's stupid. They shouldn't do that. No, that's not right. You should never have celibacy like that to where it's like, you will never again have sex in your life. That's stupid. You're gonna have people get impulsive, go out and go get with a whore or something. Like, no, that shouldn't be a thing. So, you know nothing, Jon Snow. We finally made it, guys. We finally made it. From the beginning, I've been waiting for this meme because it is the biggest meme. Like, I've heard other stuff. I had heard other stuff like the winter is coming and stuff like that. But if there's one thing to come out of Game of Thrones that everyone knows, it's you know nothing, Jon Snow. Even like when I first announced that I was going to do a 3rd reaction series for the channel, I said hey, Game of Thrones, it's an option for this poll I'm doing. And it's like, all I know is winter is coming and you know nothing, Jon Snow. That's all I knew. And we finally got it. Oh, that's so satisfying. Yeah. I wrote down Cersei and the letter, which I was confused about because they didn't say what the letter was about. But I do remember now, we finally basically got an answer. Rob got an answer to his plight. Basically, because I remember earlier on in the season when Rob basically sent a message to Cersei saying, look, all I want is for the North to be a free and independent state, completely free of Southern rule. And yeah, she did rip up the piece of paper, and that was when we got the whole Therrien comment of, you have perfected the art of ripping up paper. So now Rob finally got the answer. So, and I like that the message to Rob is basically, it's So it's like, well, what is her response to my demands? Like, she ripped a piece of paper in half. It's like, I love that they just keep harping on that she loves ripping up paper. Oh my gosh. I wrote down Sansa. This poor friggin' girl cannot catch a break with anything, and now she has her blood, as they put it in this show, which, I don't even want to think about that. Which this is gonna get even worse, because now she's gonna have to mate with Joffrey and have kids. Gouge my eyes out, why don't you? Ugh. So this poor girl, and it was interesting just seeing the whole thing before Cersei found out. Like, Sansa finds out and she wants to get rid of it, and then the maid finds out and is like, if the queen finds out, then I will have to have sex with Joffrey. And she's immediately like, we gotta cover this up right now. And the other person sees, and then she goes and threatens her, but then we come back and the Hound is there, and it's like, dang it. But yeah, that's interesting. It's also interesting that words. It's also interesting that she really tried helping Sansa cover up the fact that she's on her period. Let's just say it. Stop tap dancing around what it is. Yeah, so she really tried helping her. I'm wondering, is that on Tyrion's orders or something? I don't know. That would be interesting. Like, what part does Tyrion have to play in this? Is Tyrion trying to prevent... did Tyrion tell her to help in case so that Joffrey won't have a kid? Or is it that she is so repulsed by the thought of the two of them having sex that she's just like, you're right, we have to hide this from Cersei? So that was interesting. Stuff with Jaime, we got a lot of Jaime in this, which was pretty nice. We haven't had Jaime in a while, actually. So yeah, it's nice to see him. Stuff with his cousin, his poor cousin, who ended up dying, and dying for nothing because Jaime couldn't even escape all the way. So yeah. King Zaro, that was interesting. How Zaro is just taking over Karth and just straight up killed every single one of them. And he's basically the one that took the dragons and left them in the House of the Undying so that it would create this opportunity to kill everyone and become the king of Karth. So that's really interesting, but yeah, it looks like Daenerys wants no part of that. She just wants her friggin' dragons and she wants to go. So yeah. I wrote down Crag. There was something about Robb went to Crag to accept someone's surrender. I didn't quite catch what it was. So I'm wondering if you guys can fill me in on that in the comments, obviously with no spoilers. But yeah, they mentioned something like that. It's like Robb went away, despite the fact that we saw him in this episode, but he went away to accept the surrender at Crag. So I'm wondering what the heck that is. I wrote down Stannis because they got a raven that Stannis is basically 5 days away from, King's Landing, which is pretty crazy. We haven't seen Stannis in a couple episodes, I don't think. Ugh, excuse me. Well, maybe not that many episodes, but yeah, it's been a couple. We haven't seen Stannis in a couple episodes, so it's interesting to hear that he's pretty close to attacking King's Landing. I almost imagine that the next episode is going to be Stannis' attack on King's Landing, so that'll be interesting. I wrote down Tyrion and Cersei because that was actually a very touching scene between the two of them. They weren't, all quippy and stuff like that, and she wasn't totally hating his guts in that scene. It's like, no, it was an actual, sibling talk, and they actually, were kind of supporting each other, which was interesting. And I like that they point out, it's like, I like that Cersei kind of points out, it's like, is this, our punishment for our sins? Like, and I like that they bring up the Targaryens, like, well, the Targaryens, siblings fuck all the time. And that's what Jaime and Cersei would tell themselves to make them feel better, basically. But still, that doesn't work. And a lot of the Targaryens went crazy. And Joffrey is insane. He is relentless. It's insane. It's crazy, basically. So, but the interesting thing is, Tyrion points out, the other two kids are pretty good because they're still the children of Jaime and Cersei, but the other two are really good. And I'm wondering if it would be better, even though I don't know how well this would help, but it might honestly be better to kill Joffrey and get his brother on the throne. Granted, he's a lot younger than Joffrey and probably has no experience in war and will probably be of no help. But good God, having nothing is better than having Joffrey. So, yeah. And then the last thing I wrote down was the two bodies, which I'm still going to say I'm going to say that's a trick. They're trying to trick me into thinking that Theon got Bran and Rickon. I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure those are the two orphan boys from that farm that Bran sent there, and they mentioned in this episode. So, yeah. I don't believe it. I'm not buying your trick, Game of Thrones, but yeah. That's basically all I wrote. So, yeah. Pretty great stuff going on here. Yeah, great episode. Really interesting. Probably one of my favorites of this season, which we're blasting through this season. We only got 3 episodes to go this season, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Game of Thrones reactions, you can click on the playlist somewhere around here. You can also subscribe if you haven't done that already. You can follow me on social media, links below in the description, and you can support me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. See you guys later.